Hello everyone and welcome back to another brand new GP25 video. Now today the game has once again been updated, our second update of the game cycle so far. On top of the screen there you can see the versions of the game, so just so you can see which version you're on at the moment. But anyway, that is the current updated version. Today we're going to have a quick rundown of the patch notes and jump over to the game and see if anything has changed, if they've broken anything, if they fixed anything. So quickly, we're going to have a quick little buzz through the few things they have changed. Improved controller vibration, trigger feedback and vibration timing across all platforms. Now, I was pretty quick to jump to conclusions last time that it fixed it with the first update. It had fixed it for me, so I was thinking it fixed it for everyone. Unfortunately, again, it was broken for others. With me being on PC, if my controller isn't turned on before I launch the game, I don't have vibration. It seems to be a bug when you turn the controller on after you've launched the game that the vibration doesn't kind of come with it. So that was one thing I was struggling with, that if I didn't have the controller on, it would kind of cost me like that. But it was one of those things, a quick reset usually fixed it. So I hope to see your feedback in the comment if it is actually not working for you, and I really hope it is, because a month out from launch and it's not working, it would be really annoying. But anyway, revised traction control system and tire efficiency parameters to fix the phantom spin issue. The handling and the feedback of the bike should now be improved overall. So handling update question mark. So it looks like they have tweaked the physics of the game slightly, and the tire feedback and overall kind of handling system has been slightly adjusted, so I'm interested to try that. Improvements to AI behavior on track and pit entries adjusted the aggressiveness of the AI opponents. So again, probably won't see that until I play career mode really. Hopefully online AI are not as bloody murderous as they are usually. Mechanics now will install automatically least worn tire. Team development is now recalibrated in career mode. Inefficient development packages will be removed. Increased number of teams available at the summer break, so in the negotiation. So again, a lot of these are just kind of slight little bugs and things, oversights I'd say, so not a huge lot of things. Adjusted rival rider skill tuning to better reflect the current season performance. That's pretty good. I always like seeing that, so we won't see like Martin top 3 anymore. He'll be gone backwards. This is a strange one. Aligned the number of laps for Le Mans Grand Prix in all classes to match the real life values. Bit of a strange one. Balloton Park has received an update for their corner position boards and the brake indicators. And last but not least, it is now possible to use a rewind during qualifying to attempt the final lap if the previous time is invalid. So obviously there was some sort of bug there that you couldn't use a rewind if it was invalid. So again, not going to be a big issue really for me, but again, it's kind of nice that like they have taken people's feedback and listened. So we're going to jump over now, and the main thing I want to see is just if the physics have changed. I want to see if I can kind of play around with the traction system and see how it handles. So yeah, let's jump over and see you on track in a few. So I've taken Pecco to Barcelona, and just as I was loading in, I was having a quick look over the patch notes again, and most of them are actually kind of single player and kind of career mode based patches. If you take out the controller vibration and the revisited TC, like improvement AI on track, mechanics with worn tires, all these sort of things are kind of up towards what I would say like the career mode side of the game. So again, it's good to see I'm updating that. The main focus for me today is do a few laps here as Pecco. One, see if the tire wear is different. Well, not tire wear, sorry, is the phantom wheel spin gone is the main thing, and see if the physics have changed at all really. So I've just done another lap to see if anything is really noticeable. And to be honest, there's not a whole lot that has changed. If anything, I feel like maybe the rear end is a bit more lively on the braking, but maybe that was just one particular braking zone. And I think the bike is a bit more loose on power. So I feel like, especially since launch, the traction control was way too severe. So now we're on 4, which is something I would never have used, and the bike is stepping out. So I'm going down to 2 now, which is something I have been using. I felt basically since launch with the GP bikes that the traction control was way too strong, and what would happen is it would just hold back too much. So this is definitely sliding a bit more. So they've definitely reduced the strength of the traction throughout the different settings. I'm hopeful when I go down to the lower settings that the as they call it in their patch notes, the phantom spin, where the bike would spin and it would just until you completely shut the throttle, it wouldn't kind of come back in line, which is wasn't very good. So I'm gonna try and just do this lap and see what it does, and then we're gonna turn traction down to 1, which is the equivalent of off, and see if I can brake the rear tire again like I had been able to in the past. So we're now down to TC1, so this is the equivalent of having no traction control, and we're on a medium tire, so not the grippiest tire we could have on the rear. I'm going to be a bit of a bit of a clown here with the throttle and see it kind of really break the rear tire, because it didn't take much when you drop the TC previously. The rear would break traction and it would stay spun. So you can kind of see it still does a bit when traction is off, but you see that the bike didn't just stick out as much. If you notice from the previous one, it would basically just like it would get stuck in this loop of being stuck sideways. Whereas this is spinning and the bike is moving, so it's a bit more, shall we say, realistic, which is good. So yeah, we're going to put back up to 3 now, and it's going to ride around and probably just do a few more laps in silence and see is there anything else I can notice with the physics. But for now, I think really the traction is the only thing I see different. So after a few more laps, basically all I could really feel that was different was just traction control. Like I said, a couple of times on the brakes, the bike felt a bit more on edge, but I think that was more me being out of speed with the game after a couple of days. But the main thing to know for me definitely is that the traction has been reworked. In their patch notes, it says that the handling and feedback of the bike should be improved. I didn't notice much from that, honestly. For me, the vibration felt the same. Again, I really hope, and let me know in the comments if vibration works across all platforms now. I'm really hoping that after 2 updates and the launch period of a whole month of the game, that we now have the actual vibration working for everyone. But the big thing for me was TC, that it works slightly different now. It works more like a slide control. It doesn't just completely keep the bike's wheel aligned, whereas I felt before the patch that the game was very much didn't allow you to slide the bike as much to kind of rotate the bike mid-corner and stuff. So it definitely feels like now there's a benefit of running different traction controls, whereas I felt like before you could nearly turn it off because it was just a hindrance, whereas now I think it's actually working correctly, which is quite good to see. But anyway, we're going to leave there. Let me know your feedback on this current update in the comments down below. Let me know, again, please let me know if the vibration is working on your platform of choice. I'm really interested, as they've already previously fixed it in the previous update and it didn't work for a lot of people. So now that we're here with the second update, please, 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 hopefully the vibration is now fixed. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave there. Hope you have enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe, and shall catch you in a future video in the not so distant future. Thanks for watching. Slán go fóill buachaillí.